Right. So, and Bridget and Tracy, and welcome once again. I'm going to try and have a break in about an hour's time, and then have a longer break at 12 o'clock. But we'll see how it goes. Sometimes I forget having a break at 11, 11:30, and then we end up having a break only at midday or 12:30 or whatever the case is. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit of reading. Initially, it's going to be Bridget and I. And once everything is okay on Tracy's side with the sound, etc., and then Tracy will be able to join us on the reading as well. Now, ladies, a couple of things. One is I am going to ask you at the end of the training today, regardless of whether it is day 1 or day 2, I'm sorry, regardless of whether it is the training is finalized today or not, I am going to ask you to please leave your review on this particular page. I'll send you a link to this page at the end of the training today. As you can see, Bridget, this is a brand new website of mine, Web Training Johannesburg. And so I don't have on my old website that I used for some 9 years. I had lots and lots of very nice comments and likes. Unfortunately, I was not able to import all that onto this brand new website. So you are the first 2 ladies attending this particular training, SEO. And yeah, and what I am going to ask you to do is afterwards, at the end of the day today, I'm going to ask you to please click on reviews and then be the first to review. So please give me a rating. I hope you're going to give me 5-star, not 1 star, and please leave your review and please click on submit. Okay, now this is going to help. If it is a nice review, it is going to help me a great deal, but it also helps you. And I am going to show you how it helps you. So this is the homepage of the particular website, and you can see that Tsepo has left a comment and Vanessa has left a comment, and for those as well, a comment and a review. If one scrolls down here, okay, and I'm going to ask you to please like my homepage, and what I am asking you to do, okay, today, you are going to ask your clients and your friends to do once your website is up and running and once you are doing your SEO, etc. Okay, so let's have a look at what here it says 14 thoughts on web training in Johannesburg, and Seppo says great and straightforward email marketing training. Thanks, Tony. I have liked and I have replied. Okay, and Vanessa said MailChimp free features are brilliant, as was the training. I just love it. Tony's experience is saving me loads of time. So I have liked it and I have replied. Okay, now let us assume that you are a visitor to this website and you see all these comments and you want perhaps to learn a little bit more about me. So if you hover over my thumbnail photo, this opens up. And it has got a photo, my thumbnail photo, has got my name, and it has got a bit of information about me. I just have to move the zoom bar away from here. And then if a person clicks, okay, let me just going a little bit slow. And by the way, load shedding started at 10 o'clock, and today is a terrible day because it is stage 5 and it is going to go on until 2:30. So from 10 o'clock until 2:30, 4.5 hours. Okay, so I was here, somewhere here. So view complete profile. I have clicked on view complete profile, and this takes the visitor to my grave avatar, right? This is another way of me promoting my work a little bit more. And on the internet, you want to promote yourself as much as you possibly can. Now, I am going to jump the gun, but this is very important before I forget. Guys, something we are going to see today is that backlinks are very important for SEO. The more links I have to my website, the higher I am going to be ranked by Google and other search engines. But we have to stop there. Is it links at any cost? Definitely not. You want quality links. Okay? So if I link to your website, you are gaining a quality link. But from time to time, I get in my inbox, I get emails from companies, people who say for $10 a month, we guarantee you 100 new links every month. So stay clear of those people. You don't want to mess with them. They are not just wasting your time. They would be a great liability to your work. Because on WordPress, so we have learned that Bridget has created a small website on the free version of WordPress. Bridget can create 1,000 websites on the free version of WordPress. Okay? But those websites are just empty shells. They have no content in them. So these guys will say, well, I'm going to give you links. Yeah, links from websites that actually do not exist. They have no content, that they have nothing. And Google is forever crawling the pages and images on the internet. Okay, when they see the links, they are going to go back to those websites and they will find that there is no content. It is an empty shell. That's bad. If all your links or many of your links are from those websites, Google will do one of two things. One is they will rank you down. So instead of page one, you will appear on page 100, or they will stop crawling your website, which is terrible. You want Google and Yahoo search and Microsoft Bing and Russian Yandex and Pinterest and everyone else. You want them to crawl your pages as often as possible. Okay, great. So we can close this. And right, so then, ladies, I am going to ask you to copy your comment and please leave your comment on my homepage as well. Yes, no doubt, Tsepo and Vanessa and for those, etc., are all helping me a great deal. But in turn, they are helping themselves because they are also promoting their work. So just make sure that you also have a little bit of a profile on Gravatar. Okay, and something else. You want quality links. And now I am doing something that is going to help make your life a little bit easier. And this is, I have created an alumni directory. So this is quite a new website, right? So on the alumni, I am now having all my students, everyone who attends, I am now inviting them to enter the details of their business in the alumni directory. It is free. And what is very important is you are getting a quality link to your website, and not just quality link, you're getting visibility, because obviously as the directory grows, people will go there looking for whatever. Let's just see what I have this for. So you are a journalist. I don't have journalism as yet, but I'll head after the training today. And Tracy, and what do you actually do? Do you train dogs? What do you actually do, Tracy?
I run a animal rescue center for dogs. So dogs that are looking for a home, we take in and care for them until we find them a home.
And Tracy, you must be a lady with a lot of patience and goodwill and all that. I really, I've always had dogs all my life, and I really like dogs, and I really have so much respect for people who do that. Yeah, great. Okay, so ladies, you can see that in this alumni directory, author, blogger, I have a graphic designer, marketing, education, health and fitness, technology. Okay, so I'm going to add a journalist, and I am going to add animal refuge center. Is this the correct word? Animal refuge center, or would you call some other name, Tracy? Hi, Tracy.
Animal rescue center. Yeah, that's fine. Or an animal shelter.
Animal shelter. I think that one is even better. Animal shelter, because it is short and to the point. And Bridget, and what am I going to create for you? A journalist. You are a journalist. Is this correct? Or would you prefer freelance or journalism? What would best describe?
Journalist, and okay. Also the business that I am into is baking. So I'm currently doing home baking, but hopefully I'll have a bakery one day.
Baking.
I'm working towards that, yes.
Baking. Okay. And all right. I'll have you on both. So I'll just add these categories, then I'll inform you, and then you'll be able to go ahead and just enter your details in this directory. This is phenomenal. And then please remember to like the directory as well. Okay, so now ladies, I am going to ask you to go to that page. I sent you the link. It is Training-SEO Search Engine Optimization Training Course. If you please open a new tab on your browser, be it Chrome or Microsoft Edge or Mozilla Firefox. And by the way, ladies, I'm not sure if you have already done this, Bridget, but I would recommend, to make your life a little bit easier and for you to find these courses, perhaps you would like to open a folder on your Word document, and so that folder will be titled either Tony or Tony's training, whatever you prefer, and then you open the folder, and you are going to have all these pages. So you have one page for SEO training. You have another page for whatever other training you'll be attending with me, and I'm sure in future you'll be attending other training courses as well. So this way you'll be able to find notes to your training courses easier. And also, obviously, there is going to be recorded, and this recording is going to go to a page that only both of you will be able to access going forward. Okay, so I am going to publish the video, and then I will embed on a brand new page. I'll have it password protected, and I'll send you all the information, the link as well as a password. Okay, but now we are going to do a little bit of reading. And Tracy, everything okay? 100% on your side?
Yes, looks like everything's fixed now.
This I am so pleased about. Okay, so ladies, let's read one paragraph. Each of us will read a paragraph, and I'm going to get started. We'll go in alphabetical order. So even though I get started, then it will be Bridget, and afterwards it is going to be Tracy, and then it will be me again, and then it will be Bridget and Tracy, and so on and so forth until the end of the page. You will see that I did not finish I was moving from my old website onto this new website, and there's just so much new stuff that I was not able to finish everything early hours this morning. And this is when I thought, nah, if I am going to really push this training, you are going to feel so snowed under with the amount of data, the amount of information. So let's rather break this into 2 days. Okay, let's get started. Search engine optimization, SEO, is the process of improving a website to make it more relevant to searchers and search engines. SEO is about improving usability on a website. So Bridget, would you please read the golden rule? The first one.
Golden rule. Google's primary objective is to serve their users, the searchers on Google search, with high quality relevant information to provide them with good user experience.
Fantastic. So good user experience. If I do a search on Google and I don't find the information I'm looking for, maybe tomorrow I'm doing another search and I'll try Google again. But again, if I don't find the information I am looking for, I very much doubt that I will ever go back to Google. So for Google, good user experience is paramount, okay? They want to make sure that they give each of us what we are looking for. Now, let's continue, Tracy, please, golden rule.
Golden rule, think about what makes your website unique, valuable, or engaging. Make your website stand out from others in your field.
Okay, fantastic. Settings. All right, so what we are going to do now is something a little bit different. Let me open a brand new page. And I'm sorry for that. And I am going to bring you, Tracy, on board. I am going to make you the admin on my website. And then I will delete you as admin at the end of the training. But I just want to show you ladies how easy it is for you to make anyone admin or to give another user role to another person, okay? And then, Tracy, I am going to ask you to make me, what I'm teaching you now, you are going to make me an admin of one of your websites. And I'm going to ask you to please remember, after the training, would you delete me as admin? I just need to be as admin so that I can check the settings you have on your website. Okay, because if I am going to ask you to share your screen with me and go through all the settings, this is going to, by 4 o'clock, we'll be finished, but then we haven't done much work. So if I do it and I'm sharing what I am doing with both of you, you'll be able to follow much, much quicker. So how to add a user, ladies, is I am in the admin area of my website. And I have scrolled down to users and I click add new. Okay. Whilst we are on that, this actually is WordPress training, what I'm going to say next, not so much SEO, but it is very important that you decide what role you are going to give a person. Okay, so email required. Unfortunately, it is requiring an email. Okay, Tracy, what is your email, please?
Tracy, C-R-A-C-Y.
You know what? I'm going to ask you a favor. Would
Yeah.
you see on there's even better on Meet on Zoom? There's a chat. If you click on the chat, if you click on the chat there and just type your email address, and then I'll be able to copy. Okay, Bridget,
Done.
is it done? So let me go to chat. And can I just copy here? So copy. Copy. Let me copy again. And email. So paste there. And first name, I am going to say Tracy. Tracy. And now password, I am going to make this very, very easy. So it will be Tracy. It will be Tracy 123 exclamation mark like this. Now, ladies, what do you see? It reads here weak. Now, hackers are forever trying to destroy websites on the internet. They are for one or for a couple of reasons. Obviously, all of them are mental cases, all right? Now, all of them are incredibly bright people, incredibly intelligent people, and they know a lot about code. Okay, now some of these guys are youngsters, they are school and they are bored and they think, I am going to destroy this website and just for fun, as if this could be fun, but in any case, and this is what they do. But then you have those who do it for profit. And I am sure, ladies, you are aware of what happened to Standard Bank 2 years ago, and what happened to TransUnion a few months ago. You know, it was hacked, and then these hackers demand millions of rand or dollars, whatever the case is. Okay, so these guys are really, really very good. And this is why Tracy 123 exclamation mark, this is so weak. Anyone would be able to access my website and destroy it very easily because they would find this password in no time. So you have to make it as complicated as possible. So let a combination of letters, lowercasing, uppercase, a combination of numbers, and all sorts of, be it exclamation mark, the dollar sign, whatever. All right, but in this case, I am going to leave, or maybe would this change? No, it doesn't change. I'm going to leave because I'll be deleting this. I'll be deleting Tracy as admin. I'm adding her here only for the purposes of training. So I'm going to leave as is. And now role. This is something which is very important as well, ladies. Let's say that you have a friend of yours, right? And you decide to start a business. And he or she is helping you out, and you make this person admin. But then you have a full out for whatever reason. And this person, let's pray not, but this person is a bit vindictive. So this person is admin and decides to destroy your website. Now, there, of course, are many ways of preventing that. One is be very careful who you give the administrator role to. Number two, if you gave the role administrator to a person and this person did this to you, you can always go back. If you are with a good hosting company like X Nilo is, you can go back to them and you can say, guys, please restore my website as it was yesterday or last week, but they can only restore up to 30 days, prior to the date you are speaking to them. So if you were not aware that your ex-partner has destroyed your website and you are busy with other things, and a month has gone by, and then it's gone, it is simply gone. So be extremely careful with that. And now, interesting enough, it is, for whatever reason, it's not allowing me to go ahead. It's not allowing me because they say it is too weak. So Tracy, a training 1, 2, 3 strong. Okay, so this is it. It is Tracy Training, capital T, 1, 2, 3, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. And Tracy, I am going to ask you to please do exactly the same with me. Okay, so would you please go to users? Would you click on add new, and Bridget, and do the same. Go to users, on the drop down of users, you select add new. Then for the username, actually it is asking for username here, interesting enough. I am going to put, okay, Tracy, on your side, you put TONY, capital T. And then for email, I am going to send you the email, and so it will be tony@webtrainingjohannesburg.com. So I have sent this to both of you. You can just go there and copy and paste. And then for password, would you please have Tony Training, capital T for Tony, capital T for training, and then 1, 2, 3, exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. So 3 exclamation marks. It should show strong. And then for row, please select administrator. Administrator. Okay. And then at the bottom of the page, click add new user. Okay. And it is adding the new user. And tell me, Bridget and Tracy, once you have done that, once you have added me as admin to your respective websites. Have you done it?
Tony?
Yeah.
On my side, it requires me to send you an invitation. So I think it's not the same as Tracy's.
You are 100% correct. Yes. So would you send me an invite? And tell me once you have done that. And ladies, please remember to delete me, because it's a huge responsibility. I don't like to be admin of websites. It is really a huge responsibility. Okay, new user registration, and this is, yeah, Tracy has been added. We know that. Okay, Tracy, have you added me?
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, and I have received the login details. Username, Tony. To set your password, visit the following address. So let's just go there. Sorry. Now it is asking for me to reset the password. Let me see if it accepts the Tony training. Tony training 1, 2, 3.
Tony, so you suggested that only one person has the administrating functions on the website.
Would you come again? I didn't hear, sorry.
Are you suggesting then that you only have one administrator and you don't give that administrating role to other people?
If you could excuse me, if you care to excuse me a second. Right. And Tracy, no, it's not the case. I would strongly advise you to have a person whom you trust. You really trust the person to before you appoint him or her as administrator. And you can have, let's say your husband as administrator, and let's say your daughter as administrator, because as long as you trust them, and there's going to be no problem. If you see that perhaps you are with a business partner and things are not really going well, you speak to the person and you say, listen, I am going to not have you as admin anymore, or I just need you as editor, and you change the user role from admin to editor, or perhaps to author only. Author is like, let's say Tracy, that I would like you to post an article about dogs on my fitness website, right? So I make you a author, and as an author, you are welcome to create as many blog posts as you wish. You are able to edit them at any time. You're able to delete one or all of them, okay? But only your work. As an editor, you could also delete my blog posts. And as an admin, you could basically close my website down. So this is why one has to be extremely, extremely careful. What I am going to do,
sorry, what about like your web developer? Do they have to have admin?
As a developer, he or she needs to be admin. There is no, yeah, it is the only way that he or she will be able to work on in the admin area of your website.
Okay.
So I am going to copy that, and then on this page, I am just going to paste for now. Okay. And it says strong. So I am going to save the password. And now it forces me, I don't have to save this. Login. Now the password we know is that so webtraininggenerative.com, and I am going to log in. So just waiting. It should allow me to log in. Okay, and Bridget and Tracy, am I still sharing this page with you?
Yes.
Okay, great. Great, great, great. On the slow side, which is okay. Right, so whilst we're waiting, and you should be there. Okay, we're there. Now Tracy and Bridget has created a website on the free version of WordPress. Okay, the free version offers lots of features. Everything is free, but there are a couple of disadvantages. One is you can go up to 3 gigs only, but I have to tell you that 3 gigs is a lot. On my fitness website, I had about 200 blog posts, and some of my articles have lots of images. So if we go hiking, if we go walking, on this Sunday, we have a walk in Kensington. I hope you ladies will be able to join us. Next week, Sunday, we have a hike at Klipperfiesberg. So lots of photos, we take lots of photos, and I add onto my blog post. Okay, I had some of my articles have videos, right, which can take a lot of data as well. I had about 200 blog posts, and I was still on 2 gigs, you know, so 3 gigs is a lot. 3 gigs is a lot. The other big disadvantage is that even though you are offered a number of plugins for free, you know, by default, you will not be able to add additional plugins unless you start paying for those plugins. So, Bridget, until a few months ago, one could not add Yoast SEO that we so much need for SEO purposes onto the free version. But I believe that WordPress.com has changed things a bit. It now allows you to install Yoast as well as WooCommerce, etc., but you have to pay. And it becomes incredibly expensive. Everything is paid in US dollars. Okay, so Bridget, what I strongly recommend is once you are ready to start your business, be it your baking, be it your freelancing, or both, okay, that you contact a company such as Xnilo in Cape Town or Everyhost in Rosebank, Johannesburg, and you register the domain name with them, which is going to cost about 100 Rand, 150 Rand a year. And then you get hosting with them. Okay, hosting with Everyhost. Last year, it used to be on the gold plan. It used to be 69 Rand a month, which is free, basically. And with Xnilo, used to be 99 Rand a month. And for the work they do, 69 or 99 Rand a month is free, believe you me. You know, so it pays you to actually host with a good hosting company, because you can start installing those plugins that you so much need for your business. Okay, so ladies, I am in Tracy's admin area, and what we're going to do really quickly now, this is part of WordPress training, and today's training is SEO, is not WordPress, but there are a couple of things that we have to make sure they are right for us to be able to do the SEO properly. Okay, and when I go to settings, you have lots of plugins. And by the way, Tracy, I see that you already have a Yoast SEO, which is phenomenal news. You have a couple of other, well, you have lots of plugins, and Tracy, and lots of them need updating. You see here, 29 of your plugins need updating. You have to be very careful with this, because if you don't update them, then hackers find on outdated plugins, they find cracks to be able to access your website. Okay, so you don't want this. I see that you have lots and lots, and you even have WooCommerce there, and you have lots and lots of plugins. Plugins can be good. You have a total of 90, but 64 of them are active. So perhaps those that are not inactive, speak to your developer and just ask, why keep 26 inactive? Okay. Perhaps you could delete them. Now, something that should do for you. You see here, it says, there is a new version of advanced customer fields. There is a new version of advanced forum integration. There's a new version. You have lots. You have a total of 26. So what he should have done long ago is he should have enabled auto updates. Then you don't have to worry because then everything is auto updated. Or you can do this yourself. You can just go there and you click on enable auto update. Let me see if you could do all of them at the same time. If we were to go to bulk action and enable, yes, you can enable all updates. So you just click here on says plugin. So all of them are now checked. All of them are now selected, as you see that, as you see there. Okay. And all you do, I'm not going to do this for you, but all you do is you select enable auto update and you click apply. So Tracy, make a note for you to ask your developer. Just ask him if you can just go ahead and enable auto updates. All right. Now you have here WP Bakery page builder, and they are still quite a good page builder. If we go back in time, maybe 8 years, in South Africa, a good developer would be using WP Bakery page builder. This was the ultimate. This was the ultimate. And if, as I said, if the developer was good, then he would have installed this on all his websites, all his clients' websites. And things have moved since then. WordPress has introduced about 2 years ago a new editor, okay, which is called the Gutenberg block editor. And the reason for block is because everything is done in blocks. I have the Hestra theme on all my websites, and with the Hestra theme plus the Gutenberg block editor, I don't need a page builder these days, even though there are many developers in South Africa that are using Elementor. Elementor, I'm pronouncing the American way, even though it is spelled Elementa, you know, but Elementor, as Americans will pronounce. And this is an incredibly good page builder. So it is by far better than a WP Bakery page builder, by far. Elementor is the best one right now, but I'm not using it. I'm using a very good theme, and I am using the latest Gutenberg block editor. Okay. Now let's just, you have lots of things. As you have a total of 64, which could be a bit much. Remember, all this is code, and plugins are exciting. They are exciting. I have lots of plugins, but they start slowing down your website, which is unfortunately not good. Okay, so ladies, let's go to settings. Okay, settings, and now let's go to general. Let's go to general. Okay, so site title, Dog Town SA. Tagline, pro-life dog shelter. WordPress address, very good. Very good. Administration email, technical@dogtowns.sa. Are you happy with this? Because is this your developer's email address, Tracy?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay, membership. Anyone can subscribe, site language, English, South Africa. Yeah, and by the way, ladies, this is also quite novel. There used to be English UK, English Australia, English US, obviously, and now that there is also English South Africa, which is very good news. Time zone, 100%, custom, time format. I'm not going to change anything here because your developer has done a good job on this page. I am sure he has done a good job everywhere else, but let's continue. Okay, so let's go to writing. Okay, default docs as new default post categories, Doctown essay news. Okay, default post format is standard, my example, log, password, and Pingomatic. We are going to talk about as well. Let's talk about it now. Update services. When you publish a new post, WordPress automatically notifies the following site updates services. Okay, so, and Pingomatic it comes by default on all WordPress websites. Well done. Let's continue reading. And you already have Akismet, which is phenomenal. And by the way, Bridget, you have Akismet by default on the free version. Okay, so let's continue here. Your homepage displays a static page, Doctown essay. So this is your homepage. This is your blog, 1010, full text. Okay, describe search engine. All right, ladies. So this is reason number one. I wanted to check your settings. Okay, where are we, ladies? Settings, reading. Check. We are in reading. We are on reading settings page. What do you see here? Discourage search engines from indexing this site. Well done. This is not selected. Well done. Let's continue. See if there is anything else. Okay, let's go to discussion. And default post settings. Attempt to notify any blogs linked to from the allowing notifications from other blogs, pingbacks and trackback. This is very good, very good. Allow people to submit comments on new posts. Well, this is entirely up to you, Tracy. I want people, in my case, I want people to submit comments on my posts, but I'm not going to do anything there. You decide. Okay, remember, engaging with people out there is part of good SEO. You want people to leave comments, as I showed you on my homepage. Okay, Tsepu left a comment, Vanessa left a comment, Firdaus left a comment, JK, etc. I need that, and you need it as well. So if I were you, I would select this. So when you go through this recording, and just decide for yourself. Other comment settings, comment author must fill out name and email. Really? Not really sure about that. Users must be registered and logged into comment. Automatically close comments on posts older than, definitely not. Definitely not. If I have a good comment, I want that comment to stay there forevermore. Show comments, cookies, opt-in checkbox, allowing comment author cookies to be set. Well, this is neither here nor there. Enable threaded is fine. Break comments into pages with 50 top level per comment, and the last page displayed by default. Comments should be displayed with the newer comments at the top of each page, even though SEO Yoast is going to tell us that this is totally unnecessary. But in any case, I am doing that. And here, okay, Tracy, would you mind if I select this? Can I change that to allow people to submit comments on your post? Hey, Tracy?
Hello, I think we turned that off because we were getting a lot of spam on it.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to leave this off. But remember, Tracy, spam, you control it, not in this way. You control with Akismet. And you have Akismet. So let's have a look at Akismet after this to make sure that it is properly and set up. Okay, email me whenever. You see, this is something very important, because if there is spam, you are going to be notified straight away, and you will be able to delete that spam, and you can block the person because you know his or her email address. You see, so if I were you, I would have selected this. Anyone post a comment is okay. A comment itself for moderation, there's no need, because I in my particular case, I allow people to leave a comment straight away. I'm going to tell you, I do a great deal of reading. Okay, reading about WordPress, reading about SEO, reading about Google Ads, reading about hiking, reading about, all sorts of interesting stuff. And I like to leave a comment in principle, because I think that if the person had the trouble, took the trouble to spend so much time, effort in creating a good article, the least I can do is say, thank you, I really enjoyed reading your article, So, and when I do that, and I click on the submit button, if it says, your comment has been submitted for approval, well, that was the first and the last time I left a comment, because I want to see what my comment display exactly as I wrote it. I don't want any changes. So yeah. Anyway, let's continue. Now here, comment must be manually approved. Well, if in your case this is what you want, I don't have a problem with that. But here, comment author must have a previously approved comment. Definitely not, because you're never going to have any comment, because you're always waiting for a previous person to leave a comment. Comment moderation. Hold a comment in the queue if it contains 2 or more links. A common characteristic of comment spam is a large number of hyperlinks. Okay, and here it says there's allowed comment keys. When a comment contains any of these words in its content, author name, URL, email, IP address, okay, IP address, email, etc. Then what you do is, when a person has left a spam comment, before you delete, you check the email address of this person, and you copy and you paste here. Okay, you paste it here. So at, I don't know why it is in caps, something like that, at gmail.com. 1 per line. So the next one at yahoo.com. Just like that, 1 per line. So what happens is, in future, if this person attempts to leave another comment, he or she will not be able to do so, unless he or she uses another email address. And then again, you place the email address here, right? And eventually this person will leave you in peace. Okay, avatars. An avatar is an image that can be associated with a user across multiple websites, as I've shown you earlier. Show avatars, yes. Suitable for all audiences, yes. Okay, I would recommend, ladies, that you choose the identicon. Okay, because it makes a small drawing for each profile. Each profile has his or her own drawing, or younger people, kids, etc., love wavatars and monster IDs and what have you. But I think this is the best one. You can always change and save changes. Once you click on save changes, go through the page and make sure that whatever settings you change indeed have been changed. Okay, I'm still waiting here. So we changed to identicon, and there it is. Well done. You really have lots. You have WordFence, which is what I am using on my 3 websites and what I recommend all my clients to use. I am on the free version. WordFence is incredibly, incredibly good. Okay, this I don't have anymore. Okay, I don't have any more. There's a better one. But you have a number of really good, I am particularly pleased that you have Yoast SEO, and you have WooCommerce, which is the best, obviously. And if we go to the very top, interesting enough, I don't see Jetpack. I don't see you using Jetpack. Okay. Okay. Obviously, you have a very large website. So let us continue, ladies, and let's go to media. And then we'll be basically done. Image size 140, 140, 300, 300, 1200. Organize my upload so we don't have to change anything there. And permalinks. You have Akismet is showing under settings. If you had the Jetpack, it would have shown under the Jetpack. Okay, let's permalink structure. You have under post name 100%. Normally by default comes day and name. I don't like this at all. I always change onto post name and it's already done. Okay. So whatever work your developer has done, he has done a good work so far. We're not going to do anything else here. Updraft plus. Okay, not going to do anything more, but let's quickly have a look at your Akismet anti-spam. Akismet is the best plugin for anti-spam. It used to be a company on its own. It was bought over by WordPress.com, and now it falls part of Jetpack. But you don't need to have Jetpack. Okay, so here it says cleaning up. Okay, ladies, I was going to tell, we were going to talk about Akismet later on, but since Tracy has Akismet, let's talk about it now. Here it says, hey, cleaning up spam takes time. Akismet has saved you 3 days. Ladies, I am going to ask a big favor. Would you care to give me only 1 minute? I'll be back in 1 minute. Is this okay?
Yes, that's okay. No problem.
Okay, many thanks. I'll be back in 1 minute. Thank you so much. Right. So, ladies, we are and cleaning up spam takes time. Akismet has saved you 3 days. Well, believe you me, if they have blocked 745 spam in September last year, and in January 177, it is much more than 3 days, much more than 3 days. You have your API key there, comments, should anyone have approved comments beside this comment author, Santi Discord, always put spam in the spam folder for review. This is entirely up to you, ladies. You know what, entirely up to you. Perhaps you'd like to change this to silently discard the worst and most pervasive spam, so I never see it. Okay, and everything, it is active. You have done everything 100%. I just want to make sure that the screen, okay, the screen is now a bit larger. I can read a bit better. This is good. So your Akismet anti-spam. Now, Tracy, are you telling me that after having installed and activated Akismet, you still got a lot of spam?
I don't know what the order of things that happened was.
Okay.
I don't know if he put that in after the spam.
All right. Okay. So, and Tracy, and this is it. We have done the settings on your admin area. I won't be needing again to enter or to access your admin page, but leave me until the end of the training today at 2 o'clock or so, and then please delete me. And how to delete? Well, you have to do exactly the same as you go to users, and in this case, instead of adding you click on all users, and Bridget, this is what you'll be doing as well. All users, okay, and then I can see here you have, and this is interesting, you have 137 items. All administrator, you have 6 administrators. Wow.
So
you have 2.
I think all the items are when people sign up to be donors to donate to the charity.
Oh, I see.
And then the administrator is I think 3 of them are the web developing company, and then Ilanza and myself are the other 2.
Oh, I see. Ilanza and GDev guests, Dogtown guests, then me, then Tracy, you, then Wayne. So how to delete is very easy. You just go on your users, all users, you go, and there should be here a you should be able to see delete. Okay, you should be able to see delete. You see, the problem as things are, Tracy, I am Tony, I am hovering over yours, and I could actually delete you. You see the problem? I could delete you. So this is why it is great responsibility whom we appoint, as editors and administrators. So at the end of the day, please remember to come here and just delete me. Great. I cannot delete myself. I cannot delete myself. So if I am on Tony, even if I go to bulk actions, well, let's try. No, I'm not able to delete myself. You'll have to do this for me. Okay, Tracy, and you have a question? Yeah?
Yeah, I was going to ask, you mentioned something about the, what was it? Your SEO is good. What is that?
Okay, and we'll do Yoast in just a moment. But first, now I am going to do Tracy. Okay, so I am going to close this tab. I am going to close. Actually, I'm going to leave it open just in case. Okay, and Bridget, have you added me? Hi, Bridget.
Yes, I sent you an invitation.
You sent me an invitation. Now, did you send me an invite to my email address?
Yes.
Okay, so let's have a look. And invited you to administer. Great. Okay, let's go there and display images. Okay, a new invite. So Begabytes has invited you to administer the pastry, the creations, and accept invitation. Great, great. Now, ladies, you are going to see, would you like to start managing creations? Join as Tony. You are going to see that the admin area, WordPress is WordPress, okay? But now the admin area of Bridget's website is a little bit different. Here is Jetpack, and here is Akismet, okay? And all right, now let's just go to settings. Let's start in the beginning, and let's go to general. So site title is Pastry Creations. Bridget, how do you pronounce this name?
Yeah. Yes, Le Pastry, as in my surname, but with pastry. So I work with pastry.
Le Pastry. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So, okay, Le Pastry Creations. So, it sounds very tasty. Hey, it sounds very tasty. And site tagline: cakes. Okay, cakes and pastry and confectionery. Okay, you can always add a few things over there. And you see on the free version, you only have English Great Britain and you have English US. I don't think you have many other options, but on the free, on the self-hosting, and then you can have English Canada, English New Zealand, English South Africa, and so on and so forth. Site time zone is Johannesburg. So your site is in public. Your site is visible to everyone. Okay, continue scrolling down. We're not going to do anything here. You don't want to delete your content or anything like that. So let's go to performance. Just waiting. One has so many Zoom bars all around. So performance settings, Jetpack search, upgrade to Jetpack search, and you'll find, Bridget, that If you want to upgrade, it becomes very, very expensive. Everything is in dollars. Jetpack Site Accelerator, available on Business Plan or higher. Cloudflare, I wouldn't go here. This gave me so many problems. Available on Premium, install. So all these are just asking you to upgrade, which sounds very, very expensive. Show publish confirmation standard is fine. Write posts or pages in plain text markdown syntax. Let's enable that. Show writing prompts. Let's do that. And save settings. Blog posts display 10, testimonials 10, and portfolio. Even though these are enabled, I would not recommend you to use any of these because they are much better plugins in the WordPress repository once you are on self-hosting. And I am going to save settings. Feed settings, display. I know that these are for the ones underneath, but you'll see, you're going to see what happens. This feed settings display 10 most recent blog posts, limit feed to excerpt. I prefer that, yes. And now let me save settings. Then podcasting, infinite scroll is fine. And press this, no longer used. It used to be really, really very good. You know what? I am going to save each of the settings once again, just to be on the safe side. Okay. We have done it all. Now I am going to go to discussion. And now it says you have unsaved changes. Are you sure you want to leave? But we have saved everything a number of times, but it keeps on bringing, this is a technical glitch of sorts on their side. So are you sure you want to leave this page? Yes. Okay. So discussion settings, attempt to notify any blogs linked to from the article, allow link notifications from other blogs, ping backs and trackbacks, allow people to post comments on new articles. Okay, now these comments, yeah, comment author must fill out name and email, maybe, yes. Users must be registered, no. Automatically close comments, no. Enable threaded nested 3, 4, or 5 is fine. Break comments with pages, last page, display. Comments should be displayed with the older comments at the top of each page, definitely not. We want the newer comment at the top of each page. So this one is well done. Okay, and is not selected. Use Markdown for comments. Everything here is 100%, but I am going to save. Email me whenever anyone posts a comment, 100%. A comment is held for moderation. Someone likes this you need. Someone likes one of my posts. Someone reblogs one of my posts. Someone follows my blog. Definitely. Definitely. Before comment appear, comment must be manually approved. No. Comment author must have previously, definitely not. All the comment in the queue, we have done this with Tracy already. So this is where you enter the email address. Huh? This is where you enter the email address and so on and so forth. Okay, but I am going to delete that. Now I can't see the bottom of this page because I have 2 Zoom bars right at the bottom. Is there anything else? No, we don't have to do anything. So is there anything else? You know, I am going to save. Okay, so we have done everything. And let's go to reading. Discussion, reading. Your latest post, okay, but you don't have a page as yet. I'm not going to worry about this at this stage. You should go to a static page and you should select home page for home and for, you don't have a blog page as yet. So we'll leave this as is. 10.10 excerpt allows search engines to, okay. This is the reason why I wanted to do settings, was not to help you so much on WordPress, even though I have done a couple of help assisted you here and there, but I wanted to check this. Allow search engines to index this site. You don't want to have this as discourage search engines from indexing the site. This is the purpose of having a website for the world to see. Okay, related posts. Now this This, Tracy, is something that you don't have by default on your website. So on the free version, WordPress actually gives you a couple of additional features. This is one of them, related posts. That you need to have Jetpack, Tracy, and you don't have Jetpack, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. Okay. So this comes in Jetpack if you are not on the free version, and Akismet. In your particular case, Tracy, you already installed it and you set it up properly. Okay, but you had to install it as a separate plugin. Whereas Bridget on the free version is given it by default. Okay, so related posts show related content after posts. Highlight related content with a heading, show a thumbnail image where available, show entry date. I agree with you, you shouldn't select here. Show context, category, or tag, definitely. But unfortunately, if my mind serves me right, on the free version, even if you don't select entry date, it's going to show the date. And this is not really good. So let us assume that I am going to do a search on anything. So I am going to do a search for the latest the latest version of WooCommerce, or the latest plugin that has been developed for WooCommerce or whatever. Okay. Now, if I see the date on a particular article refers to a very good plugin that was developed for WooCommerce, 2 years ago, maybe that particular plugin is still very much up to date, or maybe not. The date can put a person off from reading, from clicking on that particular blog post or on that particular page. So I prefer not to show the entry date. But as I said, on the free version, I think that WordPress will by default add the date. Okay, and infinite scroll. Now this, ladies, is very beneficial in so many ways, So let's say that I do a hike at Clipperfiesberg and then I post. So let's go there. Let's go there. And whilst the page is opening, I am going to continue. Follower settings. Blog, follow email text. Comment, follow email text. Everything is correctly done, but I'm just going to click on Save Changes. Okay. So let's go photos. 11K and 15K of our latest hike at Clipperfiesberg. Whilst the page is opening, so we have a static page, we change that, and okay, we know that, and then here we just have that, so everything is 100%. And now let's go to media. Yes, but it's slow today, huh? Well, we're having load shedding, and sometimes it influences things a bit. 150, 150, 300, 1024, display images in full size carousel slideshow, black or white, there is a small frame around it, metadata show comments areas in carousel display, all your gallery pictures in a cool mosaic tile galleries is really helpful, really, and it really beautifies your galleries. Okay, we haven't changed anything here, so I'm not going to save. And I just want to see what hosting configuration means. So ladies, this is our latest blog post on the hike. And as you see, we take lots and lots and lots and lots of photos, lots of photos. And that is why I was saying that 3 gigs actually is a lot. Okay, so continue. All the photos are displaying beautifully. Continue scrolling down, and those are the comments. Lots of good comments, and that is related. Okay, it shows there, related. 11K hike, Klippersberg, August last year. This one March last year. This one October last year. So ladies, if a person enjoyed reading and seeing the photos on this blog post and comes all the way, scrolls all the way to the bottom of the page and sees this, the probability is high that he or she is going to click one of these blog posts. And I am gaining a lot in the process. Why? Because I am keeping the visitor longer on my website. Okay, and this is very beneficial in terms of page ranking for this page and for my website. So I want my pages, my posts, my pages can be my products or my services, and my blog posts are my articles, right? But in both, I want to keep the visitor for as long as possible. I have to make my pages, my blog posts, so inviting that people will want to stay and click on another link, go to another page or another blog post, and so on and so forth. Right. Okay, and let's continue with Bridget. Hosting configuration. Okay, upgrade to the business plan to access all hosting features. Yeah, I strongly recommend that you don't, Bridget, because you are going to pay a lot of money and you'll get a much better support. Well, you'll not get better support. You'll get more value for your buck if you are with Xnilo or FreeHost. And by the way, my 3 websites are hosted with Xnilo in Cape Town. I have Vumatel Fiber to my study, but I am an account holder with FreeHost. So I pay FreeHost. FreeHost is my ISP, Internet Service Provider. If I have any problem with fiber, I don't phone Vumatel, I phone FreeHost. Okay, so I use both FreeHost as my ISP, and I use Xnilo as hosting of my websites. I think from my personal experience and from what clients tell me, when it comes to hosting, Xnilo as the edge. Right, ladies, well done. Now I just want to see what they say here for Jetpack. Okay, so Jetpack, let's go there and let's go to your Akismet. There is a problem with your API key. Please contact Akismet support for assistance. Akismet is active and ready to stop spam. Your site spam statistics will all be displayed here. Comments, show the number of approved comments besides. That's entirely up to you. Assign to Discord. Okay. But do not, okay, but I don't see the API key. Okay, so what you are going to do, Bridget, is you are going to click on Akismet support. I just would like to see, no, I'm not going to do it for you. How can we help you? Enter a few words to describe your question problem. Yeah, and follow up. I have a question about signing up, whatever your difficulty is, your name, you just enter those information. So your API key, here it says API key, but you can't access your API key. It says here, there is a problem with your API key. So you just have to copy that and place on this on this message, and then you enter that and click on submit. Okay, and they will revert back to you. I don't understand why you're having a problem with your API key. I have never experienced problems with API keys. Okay, so this is it. We have done everything I wanted to do. Now is high time. Again, please, ladies, both of you, delete me after the training today. And what we are going to do today is, you know what, and we should have a break in a couple of minutes, but let us continue. So let's do a quick check through the settings on the dashboard of your WordPress website. We have done that, and I am going to read the next golden rule. SEO is hard work. It is time consuming. Build your traffic comprehensively. SEO plugin, okay, this is the Yoast that Tracy was referring to. We'll do a checkup in a moment. Okay, so let's just go to Bridget's, and here, plugins, click on plugins. Let's see what they say about Yoast. Okay, here it is, right at the very top. Yoast SEO Premium, $9 a month. Multiply that by, how much is it now? About 17. The rand keeps on going down, unfortunately. So 9 times, I guess about 17 points, is 153 rand every month. 153. Then, if you want anything else, you have to pay. Okay, ladies, don't go this way, guys. Don't go this way. Rather, register your domain with Xnilo, 100 rand, 150 rand. I have no idea how much it costs now. And then you tell them that you want to host your website with them, and you start paying 99 rand a month, or whatever it is now, maybe 110 rand. Okay. We talked earlier on about Elementor. Okay, and here, supercharging and monetizing your blog, these apparently, okay, this is not free. I just want to see if this one is free, because Elementor, you can do 80% on the free version. Okay, and yeah, it says they're free. Just have to move this. But you have to upgrade. And for you to upgrade, let's see how much it's going to cost. For you to get the free, you have to upgrade. Okay, upgrade and activate their plugin. So let's see what happens. Your order. What? 40 US dollars per month. They are mad. They are totally mad, huh? Again, ladies, if you are paid, if you are in a country with a hard currency, I don't think they are mad. We are the ones who are mad, unfortunately, because our currency has lost so much ground against all major currencies. I still remember, and Bridget, I don't know if I told you this last time, but I still remember the first time I visited the United States. 1 rand was $1. 1 rand, $1. $1, 1 rand. Okay. Today, 1 rand is about 5 US cents. 5 cents. It's really a disgrace, eh? It's really a disgrace. So this brings us back to, if you are paid in a hard currency, then $40 is not much. What is 40 rand, guys? Okay. The problem is that unfortunately, in this day and age, we have to multiply this by the exchange rate, which is now about 17.3 or whatever. You'll be able to check. And this is a lot of money. If you live in South Africa and you are paid in South African rand, then converting into foreign exchange becomes really, really expensive. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. You see, Bridget, now you understand why at the end of the day, it's going to be at the end of the month. It's going to be so much cheaper if you start a brand new website on Xnilo. Okay, and remember, on this particular website, the free version, whatever name you chose, it ends up in .wordpress.com. .wordpress.com. Imagine my website, Web Training Johannesburg, being webtrainingjohannesburg.wordpress.com. Doesn't sound good, doesn't sound professional, does it? So you can remove the wordpress.com on the free version by paying, I think it's, well, last year it was $18. $18 a year. Again, multiply that by 17 point whatever. So it doesn't pay you. It becomes so incredibly expensive. But all this is to say, ladies, on Tracy had WP Bakery, which it was the Rolls Royce of page builders 9 years ago, but is no longer the case. Elementor is the Rolls Royce today. Okay, they really are supreme. But if you have the right theme, and if you are using, and Gutenberg block editor has lots and lots of features, and they continually bring new features on board. So you are going to find that maybe you don't need any page builder at all. Okay, so ladies, golden rule. SEO is hard work. It is time consuming. Build your traffic comprehensively. SEO plugin, Yoast, formatting pages and posts correctly, posting relevant articles, getting backlinks, bookmarking, stay updated with latest developments. So you have to post on a regular basis. If you are going to post articles on a daily basis, you are going to feel so frustrated because your whole day is taken up by your post. But if you post only once every 4 months, people are going to forget about you. People who follow you are going to forget about you. So you just have to find a middle of the road that you can do it comfortably, because to do a blog post well is going to take you a number of hours, if not the whole day. And if you want to do something, do it properly. Okay, otherwise don't even waste your time, because if you're going to do something half-baked, people are not going to come back to it, right? So you have to post on a regular basis. I have to tell you, I try to post or launch a video on Web Training Johannesburg once a week. Unfortunately, not always possible, because of work commitments. And then for my fitness website, Fit and For Now, I try to post once a week as well. Again, not always possible. So this Sunday, we'll be having a walk in Kensington. I am going to take photos. The people attending will be taking photos. They will be sending me the photos, or that they will post onto social media, whatever. And then I'll use some of those photos as well. But I myself, I take lots of photos. And so that will be my post for my fitness website. And what else did I want to talk about here? Yeah, SEO plugin. Then let's do the training using Tracy's Yoast, because she already has it on her website. Backlinks, also known as incoming links, inbound links, in links, and inward links, are incoming links to a website Ladies, what did I tell you earlier? I said, make sure that you have a profile on Gravatar. Straight away, you're giving yourself a link, a quality link, because Gravatar is huge, is a huge website. And by the way, ladies, Gravatar is part of WordPress.com. Okay, don't confuse WordPress.com with WordPress.org. WordPress.org is a free organization manned by people who give their time to help the community. WordPress.com is a company for profit. They also have developers. They also develop plugins and themes and what have you. If I am a developer, really good in code, I identify a niche in the market, I develop my own plugin, I submit for approval to WordPress.org. WordPress.com, a for-profit organization, also have developers working for them. And when they develop a new plugin or new theme, they also submit to WordPress.org for evaluation. And if it passes the stringent testing, then it will be headed onto the repository of WordPress. And anyone on the internet will be able to, with a WordPress website, will be able to install a plugin in the repository. And you as the developer, you can say, okay, I'm offering 5 features on this particular plugin. 3 of them are free, but 2 you have to pay for. It is up to you because you are the developer. You decide what you'd like to do. Okay, so this is the big difference between WordPress.org and WordPress.com. So I said, yes, make sure that you put your profile on Gravatar. Make sure that you put your business with your website on my, where is it? On my alumni directory, because you are going to gain another quality link from this website to your website. Okay, so links, ladies. Let's continue. The number of backlinks is one indication of the popularity or importance of that website or page. This is one of the factors considered by Google to determine the page rank of a web page. Outside of SEO, the backlinks of a web page may be of significant personal, cultural, or semantic interest. They indicate who is paying attention to that page. So let's have a look at this very nice diagram here. The circles represent websites and how the websites are being ranked by Google. So Google has ranked website B at the top of page 1, followed by C, followed by E, followed by F and D, which are the same size, followed by A, and then the others. Now, ladies, can you tell me why has Google ranked website B at the top? Why has it ranked the biggest, the largest, the most important? Any idea?
It has the most backlinks going back to it.
It has the most links. Look, with the exception of website A, all the other websites, and possibly with the exception of this one and that one, but all the other websites are linking. Even this one is linking to it. That one is linking. This one is linking to it. This linking. All the other websites are linking to it. So everything else the same. The number of quality links to your website is paramount. So ladies, if the number of links is paramount, why is C the second largest when it has only one link? Any idea?
Because the one with the most links is linked to that one.
Because quite correct, because the largest website is linked to it. So in conclusion, on my website, I want quality links, as many as possible. So let us say, and nothing against Tracy's website. You have a very nice website. From the little I've seen of it. But let us assume, ladies, that Tracy is linking to my website and that Wits University is linking to my website. Okay, now, which is the most important link to me? Wits University is the most important. Why? Well, I teach, and it so happens that Wits is an academic institution. Now, Tracy has a quality website, but a website is small. So Wits link to me is so important. Does it mean that I should neglect links such as the one from Tracy? Definitely not. Definitely not. I wish I could have 10 websites like Tracy's linking to me. Are you with me? All quality links are very important. Yes, some are a little bit more important because of the nature of their business. Wits, being an academic institution, is more important to me than a website that deals with sheltering dogs and cats and other animals. But that link from Tracy is also very important. Also very important. So links, guys, links and links and links. And on that, I am going to show you this, how you can help yourself with this page ranking, SEO, etc. is going forward, do a link exchange with your clients, with your friends, okay? And I am going to start right here. So of course, I'll add your journalist and animal shelter and baking as categories later on today, and then I will message you and you'll be able to add your websites there. But I am going to also add my website onto your page, even though you don't have a directory. So one way of doing it, if you don't have a directory, let's start with Bridget. And so let's go to pages, and I am going to click on add new. I just wish that somehow Zoom would be able to reduce these Zoom bars, because they have so much information, goes right across the entire page. So here I'm going to click on blank page, and for title, I am going to type links. Okay. And then on the plus button over there, you see, ladies, this is Gutenberg, the Gutenberg block editor. Okay, so there I am going to go. I am going to put a heading, and I am going to choose H3. So here, let me just, I just have to think about this quickly. So I'm going to put training, online training, maybe, web training. So web training. So this is going to be web training, and enter. And now I am going to put web training Johannesburg. Now let's go to my website and the homepage of my website. I could copy that. I could copy that. Is there anything else that I'll provide professional, affordable, interactive online for group or people or private training? Others is, yeah. So I am going to copy this. And I am going to paste. Let me just bold and remove bold. Okay, like this. And then I am going to hyperlink. Web. Do you still remember how to hyperlink? Hey, Bridget. So you highlight, then you go to the URL, you copy, go back, and here you choose the hyperlink, okay, and you paste, and always make sure you open in a new tab and you enter, and there it is. So I am going to save. Now I want to publish this. So let's go ahead and publish again. Okay, and I can click there to view page, or even better, I prefer where it says page. I prefer to go to the URL and click there and go here, view page. So it opens in a new tab, Okay, nice, links, web training Johannesburg provides professionally at the floor. Okay, if a visitor clicks on web training Johannesburg, he or she will be directed to my website opening on a new tab. So this is done 100%. And Bridget, you don't have to add links to your menu. Once you have your menu, you can or not. In this particular case, if it is not added to the menu, then visitors to your website will not be able to see this page. But you are nonetheless still helping me. How are you helping me? Google crawls websites on pages on a regular basis. They will see this. They will click there and end up on my website. So they will see that another website is linking to my website. So instead of 10 or 15, if I have hundreds of links, I will be on page 1 of Google and of Yahoo and of Bing and all the others, right, guys? So this is very important, and we are going to do exactly the same with Tracy. And Tracy, again, you don't have to add the links to your menu. If one day you feel that perhaps you have donors, you have companies who are regular, who give you donations to keep your services going, which I am sure must be terribly expensive in terms of food, in terms of cleaning up. I don't even want to think how much you are paying on a weekly basis. So these people who are helping you, who are so generous and keeping your business afloat and keeping the poor animals alive, well, perhaps you'd like to add them onto a links page. You can call whatever you'd like. Can be links, can be donors, can be whatever. And so you are helping them a great deal because you are helping their websites. Okay, so let's do this in your particular case, and we go there. And how to do it is exactly the same thing. You must look for pages and you click add new. And Tracy, do you have a links page or not yet? Hi, Tracy.
Yes. At that section there where it says our sponsors, that's where I normally add our donors' details to.
Let me go there then. Let me copy and paste. You'll be able to show me where. Okay, where must I go?
Look under supporters.
And then?
I'm just checking to see. Oh no, it's not on this website. That's on my other website. Sorry.
Oh, I see, I see. Okay, so in the meantime, I am going to create a link. I am not going to add the links page to the menu because it will be only me, and you don't want just me. You want all these people who do phenomenal work for you, add them onto that, and then you can call it leave as links or leave, you know, and some other name. So for now, let's go there. And I am on pages, I'm new. And here I am going to say links. Links, you see here, it says welcome to WP Bakery Page Builder. Oh boy. And I haven't used Page Builder, WP Bakery Page Builder in a while. So let's see if I'm not going to do any mistake here. And I am going to do exactly the same as for Bridget. And just actually we can copy both. Web training. This is the beauty of the Gutenberg, is that you can copy. I've copied 2 blocks. So let's see if it will allow this to happen, because you have a slightly different paste. No, doesn't allow. Doesn't allow. So let me go to links and try and copy one at a time.
Hey,
Copy.
Tony.
Yeah.
On the DocCown website, under About Us, there's a bit there that says our sponsors. That's where they are.
About Us, our sponsors. Aha. Okay. Yeah, nicely done, nicely done. Okay, you know what? In time, you'll be able to add me here, because I am sponsoring the training, today's training.
Exactly.
Okay, you'll be able to add me there, you know, with a featured image, which looks even nicer. Really beautifully done. Beautifully done. I really like this. If a person, now the only thing is, I would make this in such a way. Okay, view sponsor there. Fine. All right, but in the meantime, let's just finish this and paste web training. And then let's go to the front end of Bridget's and copy. Okay, and paste. I just want to see that this is properly hyperlinked. It looks like it is. Okay, so if I edit, it is there. If I click, it will show open link in a new tab. Wow, fantastic. How cool is that? Nice. Okay, so I can just go ahead and publish. It won't appear on the menu unless you set your menu to every time you publish a page or blog post, automatically is added. It shouldn't be, but let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to go to our sponsors here, and I am going to copy, and I am going to paste, remove our sponsors, enter. So it should be the home page. I just want to make sure I am not on the menu, so it doesn't Okay, I'm not going to go through all these, but it seems that everything is fine. Okay, so all you have to do is forward and links and enter. Did you already have links page? Ah, and there it is. There it is, web training. Okay, web training Johannesburg. And if I were to click here, it directs the visitor. Wow, how neat is that, eh? How neat is it? Definitely working. You just have to change perhaps here because all this is in bold. I wouldn't have all this entire thing in bold, but you know, it is working. So now your visitors are not seeing this page because the links page does not appear on your menu, but you're already helping me because Google can see this page, and so can Yahoo and the other search engines, Bing, etc. Right? So this is phenomenal. You're already helping me out, and I'm going to help you because I am going to have you in our directory, in our business, in our alumni directory as well. So Tracy, and just remember me, hey, remember me once you have the time, and please add me to. Okay, which page was it? I can't remember now. Support us. Was this on the support us? No. On which one?
About us and then sponsors.
Ah, about us and
our sponsors.
so
that bit where you just add the page, just above that is the bit where you add the sponsors on the back end.
Yeah. I'm not going to do that. And this is homework for you, my dear. This is homework for you. You'll be able to add me, and please add this as the featured image. Okay? Would you please add this as many things? Okay, phenomenal. And ladies, so I am going to close this. Close. Close. Because otherwise we'll have so many tabs open, and this one, everything is done. I don't have to change anything here. I am going to close this. So if you could please, ladies, have the same write-up, and so this will be web training will be the category. Then the title is going to be Web Training Johannesburg. Please hyperlink this, and then a little bit of text, a little bit of content explaining what. Let me just put a full stop there and update. Great. Okay. So we have seen a lot about this. And tip, target marketing, you need target traffic, refer Google Ads. And I am going to show you this. This is very important. ads.google.com. Okay, so let's go there. And I am going to sign in. And by the way, okay, and I am going to go Web Training Johannesburg. The other one I've canceled. I don't know why it keeps on changing, on showing, even though I have canceled it. I only have one campaign. I strongly recommend, whilst we are at it, ladies, I strongly recommend that you do your CEO first, okay? Work very hard on your SEO for maybe 2 or 3 months, and then start running a small campaign on Google Ads. I only pay 300 Rand a month. I have clients who pay 5,000, 8,000 Rand a month. I pay 300 Rand only. But I try to do everything else right. I have backlinks, as you saw. I'm always trying to get backlinks. I ask people to leave comments. I ask people to like my pages. I post on a regular basis. So you just have to do everything right. Okay. So what we're going to do here, we are going to go to Tools and Settings, and here we're going to go to Keyword Planner. And by the way, anyone has access to Keyword Planner, even if you are not running a campaign on Google. Discover new keywords. Okay. Now, what am I going to put here? I am going to put here hiking Johannesburg. Okay, I'm going to leave this blank for the website, and I am going to get results. Let's see what people are searching. So hiking Johannesburg, average monthly searches between 100 and 1,000. Hiking trails Johannesburg, between 1,000 and 10,000. So I want to make sure that on my blog post, I have this tag or this keyword, hiking trails Johannesburg, not just hiking Johannesburg. Why? Because hiking trails Johannesburg brings me 10 times. There are 10 times more searches on a monthly basis on Google. Johannesburg Hiking Club, hiking spots in Johannesburg, hiking trails with waterfalls. Interesting, this one. Hiking places, JHB Hiking Club, and so on and so forth. It goes on and on and on. Now, broaden your search. Plus hiking. Well, I already have hiking there, so I wouldn't use this one. Outdoor recreation. Again, outdoor recreation can be very generic. Outdoor recreation can mean so many things. You know, can be walking, can be running, can be rowing, can be tennis playing, can be camping, can be whatever, can be, you know, etc. So all these are not really applicable. Gymnastics and fishing, Johannesburg, not applicable to me because I do day hikes. So maybe I would like to add another word, which would be day hikes. Day hikes. Okay. And sometimes we go out for lunch after the hike. Social lunch. Yeah. Sometimes, even though we haven't done this since COVID. So in any case, let's get results. See if we get anything more there. Day hikes, not much improvement. Social lunch, not much improvement. So, and that was the best. Okay, now this is South Africa. What about if you want to find out from Americans who are visiting South Africa or whatever the case is, you know, so you can extend, you can add it and put whatever. If your particular service or product is not only for South Africa, but it is for other countries as well, this is how you would add. You just add there, you know, whatever other country is this a country in Southern Africa, maybe in Namibia, or is this a country in Europe, in North America, whatever the case is, and you just enter. So okay, I have to tell you that if I am doing a post, I wanted to do a post on, I wasn't sure if I should do on Lionel Messi or on Cristiano Ronaldo. If you go to my website, you'll be able to see that Cristiano Ronaldo is at the very top. Is always at the top. Is either number 1 or number 2. Always. He has been for the past 18 months. Okay. Interesting enough, Rafael Nadal, the Spanish tennis player, is number 1. Photo gallery. Wow, this is great. Okay. And Iran Singh. And Iran was a member of Meetup Fonseca's Johannesburg since almost the very beginning. And he was a good friend. So in any case, I'm going back Should be. So I wasn't really sure whether I was going to have I was going to write an article about Cristiano or Messi. So I went over to Google. Okay, let's. Now, why is this not? Okay, I couldn't see this because. Okay, and let's start a brand new one. I am going to put a Cristiano. No. Okay, so and get results. Let's see. Cristiano between 100,000 and a million, and Lionel Messi between 10,000 and 100,000. And you think, well, I should rather write an article about Cristiano because many more people are searching for him. Is this really the case? Maybe not. Where am I doing the search? In South Africa. Now let's expand this, guys. Let's expand this to I can't type anymore, eh? United States. So I'm going to target here. And then I am going to have United Kingdom. Okay, and I am going to have Argentina. Okay, and it's 40 million reach. And I am going to have Spain. Okay, so 47 million. I am going to have Italy. 52 million. I am going to have France. I can go up to 10, 75, almost 76 million. Okay, and I could have gone on and Germany and so on and so forth. Now let us save this. Okay, they are exactly the same. See that? Cristiano Ronaldo between 1 million, 10 million, Lionel between 1 million and 10 million. And how are people searching for them? Some people type just Messi, Ronaldo, Leo Messi instead of Lionel, Leo, and so on and so forth. And their wives are also over there. Messi, PSG, because Messi is playing for PSG in France at this stage. Okay, so all this is to say, guys, before you decide to spend a lot of time on a new product, a new service, a new blog post, okay, come to Google Ads. This is going to take you 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And you'll be able to see if it is worth it or not. Right? So Google Ads. Now, Google Ads was going to be at the end of the training. And here we are talking about Google Ads. And now we are going to have a break. This is incredible, ladies. Are you learning anything?
Yes, definitely.
Are you learning? I am really pleased about that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to have a break, half an hour break. So I am going to stop the recording, but I'm going to pause the recording. And then let's go to training. Okay, so golden rule, SEO is long-term financial strategy. Do your SEO before you consider embarking on a paid advertising campaign. Once you are happy with your SEO, having an ongoing marketing campaign is also very important, right? And we are going to stop here. What SEO is not. We'll do this on day 2 because it's important that we go over the Yoast plugin. But I just would like to show you the difference between paid search and organic search. So if I open a new tab in Google Chrome and I type accommodation in Johannesburg, okay. So you can see that booking.com is running a campaign on Google. Why? Because you see that ad. So this is paid. This is paid. All the zero is paid. But from here, let's go down. Let's go down. See if there are any others. This one, safarinow.com, is not paying. This is organic. SA Venues, also not paying. Agoda, Rooms for Africa, TripAdvisor. All these are not paying, and yet they appear on page 1 of Google. When, as I mentioned earlier on, when I do a search, I normally go through each of them. Okay, scroll, scroll, scroll all the way down, but I very seldom click on page 2 or page 3. So you want to be hopefully on page 1. Okay. And with that, we are going to stop. We'll continue this on day 2. There is quite a bit still to cover, but let's stop there. And what we are going to do now is I am going to go to Tracy's admin area. And this is Yoast SEO. It seems to me that Tracy is already on the new version of Yoast SEO. And Tracy, you asked early on, what is or who is Yoast? Yoast is an incredibly bright young man, a youngish man. He lives in the Netherlands. His wife also equally bright, and both of them love SEO. And Yoast is probably the best known person as far as SEO is concerned on the internet. He will be number 1. Everyone has so much respect for him, including such engines like Google. Let's just find out if there is any changes. So installed plugins. So you have a total of 29 plugins which have to be updated. And this, you can actually have them on auto update, which is going to help you so much. But I just wanted to see, let's go. You see all these that need updating, lots of them, 29. And even, okay. So Yoast is right there. Yoast, there's duplicate post, Yoast SEO. Yeah, Yoast SEO needs updating. There's a new version of Yoast SEO available. View version here, update now. So Tracy, I would like to click on update now, but I need your permission. I am doing this in good faith. If anything, God forbid, if anything goes wrong, I mean, I can't possibly take the responsibility. So either you do it on your side or you give me permission to do it on this side. What would you like to say?
You can do it.
I can do it. Okay. So I am going to click on update now, and it reads updating. So, and by the way, ladies, there's also a premium version. Bridget, on your particular free version of WordPress, it doesn't allow you to install the free version of Yoast. It takes you directly onto the premium version. And I have had Yoast since ever on my websites, and I have been on the free version. You know, one day, should I one day do very well, okay, it has been updated, which is good news. So should I one day really do so well, then I will move to the premium version, because these guys, Yoast and his team do such an incredible work to help me and other customers in doing a good job. So I would like to pay them as well, because they are working and they need an income to be able to continue to support all of us, right? So we can't have everything for free all the time, obviously. Okay, so Yoast has been updated. Now we can go down. Yoast is right there. So let's go to general. Let's go to general. You know what? And just to show Bridget, once she has a self-hosting website. So let's go back. Let's go back. Okay. And what you do, Bridget, you click on Add New. Okay. So you click on Add New. It is opening. We just have to wait a bit. Right? And then here, where it says keyword, you can select keyword author tag. The keyword is what we want. And you just type Yoast. You don't have to type anything else. Just Yoast and enter. And it should appear at the very top. Okay, and there it is, Yoast SEO. And ladies, going forward, whenever you want to install a new plugin, I strongly recommend that before you activating it, you read details. But even before that, so Yoast SEO, improve your WordPress SEO, write better content, and have a fully optimized WordPress site using the Yoast SEO plugin by Team Yoast. So just by reading this, you know that you are dealing with reputable people. Okay. Now, when was this updated? If it said three years ago, then you don't even touch this plugin. If it says 3 months ago, maybe yes, maybe no. Okay. And in this case, 3 days ago. Well, even if it was a month ago, if it was 6 weeks ago, for me, it's still very good. 3, 4, 5 months ago, I already am getting a little bit worried about it. Okay, now, how many installations, guys? How many installations? Over 5 million active installations. It is absolutely unreal, right? So, and how many people have ranked this plugin? 27,535 have given it an average of 5-star rating. This is unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. Okay, but even with all this, I would strongly recommend that you click on more details and you read a few more things. I have to tell you, normally I begin with 1 star. Okay, here there will always be 1 star. You can't please everyone, right? You'll never please everyone. So let's go to 1 star and start reading. Okay, let's go down. Plugin generate error in dashboard. Why don't you clean your before you leave? Business tactic is shady. Why it's time for me to stop with this Yoast SEO plugin. Now, guys, remember that this could even be the opposition of Yoast writing these nasty comments. It could be people who didn't take the trouble to do the setting up properly. It could be so many reasons. Okay, Yoast is bad and useless. Update 19 cause site errors. Zapier integration ads is too much. So many issues. Okay, so now let's go to 5 star. 25,831. Okay, so let's go to 5 star. SEO best tool. Wonderful SEO solution, nice plugin, the best SEO solution, good SEO plugin, super plugin, SEO for dummies. Yeah, for sure. The best for, this means anyone is able to master it. Title and description gets removed. Great plugin. Yoast previously stopped working, but you got 5 star here. The best one, is Yoast SEO worth it? Well, he's asking, and yet he gave 5 stars. So he answers with a 5 star. Excellent SEO plugin with awesome and support. Well, on the free version, you're not going to get support. You will only get support if you are on the premium version. So speaking from my own experience over a fair number of years, and from my client's experience, Yoast is simply the best. Okay, so with that, we are going to go back here. And then, ladies, do a bit of reading. Where it says description, just read and see if this is actually what you're looking for. And once you are happy with it, there's one more thing you should do. And this is go to screenshots. Click on screenshots and then click on each of the screenshots so that you'll be able to see it big. Okay, this is phenomenal. Yeah, and you do the same on all of them, and only then you just go ahead and install. This is how I do it. Rather be safe than sorry. Okay, this is how you should do for any plugin that you'd like to install. Okay, so let's go to Yoast there. Let's click General, because Tracy already had Yoast installed, which is very good. Now, this is not us. The theme requires the following plugins: MailChimp for WordPress. Yeah, MailChimp is very good. WooCommerce appears to be installed, but the WordFence login security WooCommerce integration is not currently enabled. Okay, so you'll have to do that. Now, want to optimize even further with the help of our experts? Sign up for our free weekly webinar. I haven't attended. Now, there's just so much to do that one wishes one would have enough hours in a day to do all these things. Okay, so problems, good job. We could detect no serious SEO problems. Notifications, it looks like you have added a new type of content to your website. We recommend that you review your search appearance settings. Search appearance settings. Okay, I have to welcome to your new SEO setting. There's a fresh new look. Okay, I just have to move these upsetting. Okay, welcome to your new Yoast SEO settings. There's a fresh new look, and it's easier than ever to find and manage your site's SEO options. So you can click on this small video, And then you can increase the size if I can move this zoom bar away from here. So to see this video, allow, okay, and it should allow you to see the full. Okay, there, let's go there. So, and you just wait a few moments and it should start moving on its own. So only showing you how to go about this. Okay, great. So I'm going to close here and I'm going to go to next. And next, again, you click on it. So as you see, there's a lot of detail. Let's just wait a bit. This is exactly what we are going to do. Okay, so we close here. And finally, last one, again, click on the V and click to enlarge. Okay, so quick search. So there's also a search field for you to enter information should you need it. We can close this. We got it. Click on got it. Okay, where are we now? We are no longer in general. We were taken to settings, but before we came to settings, let's just see exactly where we are. We are in site representation, but before we come here, let's just go back and start in the beginning, general. Okay, so this will finish, and then the training will be over for day one, and then we can do day two, do other interesting things as well on day two. But I'm going to give you homework, a little bit of homework today. Okay, so let's have a look here. We need to reanalyze some of your SEO data, change start SEO data optimization. So I have clicked there, and this is going to work in the background. We don't have to wait until all the data is optimized. But let's just see what happens. It will work in the background as we do other things. Okay, then, so ladies, always find out where you are. And to do that, look at on your left sidebar. And here we are on Yoast SEO, but we're no longer at general, we are in tools. You see that? So optimizing SEO data, this may take a while. You can speed up your site and get insight into your internal linking structure by letting us perform a few optimizations to the way SEO data is stored. If you have a lot of content, it might take a while, but trust us, it is worth it. Okay, and definitely it is worth it, yeah. Because this is going reasonably fast, let's just see if we can wait a few moments. Okay, so I have liked 14,000 followers. This is impressive, huh? This is impressive. Tracy, you're doing a very good job, obviously. Gee, I really admire, your love for animals, your patience, the patience, absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, well done. Okay.
Our other Facebook page is much bigger, the Barking Mad one.
Oh, you still have another one? Gee.
Yeah.
Okay, well done, well done, well done. And let us continue. But that was with Trace on this one. So then Twitter, Barking Mad for dogs. And it will be there, I'm sure. I'm not going to check. And you are on Instagram as well. So you are on Twitter, on Instagram, on Pinterest, and on YouTube as well. This is phenomenal. You have done a lot of good work. Well done, Tracy. So I am going to click on Save and Continue, even though I didn't change anything, but still to be able to continue. Now, let's just see what they say here. Personal preferences, Yoast SEO usage tracking. No, don't track my site. Okay, here I am going to change this. You want Yoast to track your site data. It is anonymous. They don't know that it comes from your particular website. They just know that it comes from a website using Yoast. And it's very important that you allow them to see what is happening so that they can continue to improve. Okay, yours newsletter. You know what? I used to sign up. I've stopped because I just received so much email I can't possibly keep up. And we have done everything here. It's almost done. It seems to me we have actually done everything. But okay, finish configuration. That's it. By providing this information, our indexable squad has been able to do a lot of optimization for your site already. Want to optimize even further, then you'll have to pay. Okay, but this is very good already. What you have done. Okay, and now what we're going to do here is let's go to settings. Yes, let's finish this. Settings. Okay, and site features. So all those are, okay, this one here, inclusive language analysis. I'm going to enable this feature and let's continue. All the others have been, this one is if you unlock, okay, with premium. So also I don't have this particular feature, but you don't need it. Social sharing, okay, everything is there. And APIs, everything enabled. And this is where you view your XML sitemap, which becomes vital for us on day 2 of the training, so that we'll be able to integrate or verify with Google Search Console and Bing Webmaster Tools. So let's have a look at what your XML sitemap looks like, and I'm sure it is huge because you also have a very large website. Yeah, it's massive. This XML sitemap index file contains 21 sitemaps. Lots of sitemaps here. Okay, well done, well done, well done. And I'm going to leave this open. So let's just go there. And that's it. This one you can also unlock with premium. So save changes. Save changes. Yours is simply phenomenal. Simply phenomenal. Okay. That's it. Don't have to check anything more. Let's go to site basics. Dogtown SA. We don't, that is fine. I'm almost using the same. That is interesting. Site image. Recommended size for this image, but I saw an image. So why has not picked it up? Okay. Okay, Tracy, would you please make a note and just click on select image. What I am going to do is I am going to copy this URL, and on chat, I am going to just paste and send. It's gone. Gone. So on your own time, not now. On your own time, would you just click on select image here and then have the image that we saw earlier on? Great. This image is used as a fallback for post pages that don't have any images set. Site preferences, restricted advanced settings for authors. Okay, by default, only editors and administrators can access the advanced and schema section. Yes, you don't want anyone to just be able to access. Usage tracking. Usage tracking allows us to track some data about your site. Definitely, we talked about this earlier on. We have done everything here. Okay, well done. And site representation. And going back to, yeah, Joost. So he's based in the Netherlands, but his English is very good. He speaks with strong accent, but flawless. He has an incredible command of the English language. Organization person, choose whether your site represents an organization. Organization, yes. This is the logo. This is the logo, so you'll have to decide what image you want. You know, I have the same for both. Yeah, but you decide on your SEO, what you'd like to do there. Okay, other profiles, Facebook. Well, all this we did already. Instagram and Pinterest and YouTube. We did this earlier on. Okay, and site connections. Okay. So, ladies, and Tracy in particular, and Bridget, even if you cannot install, yeah, Yoast SEO on your website because you are on the free version, just by participating, you are learning a great deal. You are learning a great deal. Okay, so ladies, I am verified on Bing and on Google. I used to be verified on Yandex, but they changed a couple of parameters. And when I tried to verify again, I couldn't. And quite frankly, in this, if you are on the internet and something is not working for you, you just move on. You just move on. You don't have time to try and try and try and try and try and try. It is their loss, actually. So Bing and Google is what we are going to do next week. And perhaps on your own time, Tracy, you'd like to also try Pinterest and Yandex. If I'm not mistaken, Baidu is mainly, isn't this a dating site? I'm not even sure. Nobody ever talks about Baidu, so I don't know why Yoast has added this particular field here. So let's see, is anything else that we have to do? And this is basically it. This is basically it, because everything else you are going to leave as they are. Okay. Let's go to integrations. And then, okay, we were on tools earlier on. Yeah, so these are the, if perhaps you have any of like this one, you do have WooCommerce. So Yoast is saying, well, if you'd like to also integrate Yoast for WooCommerce, you have to pay. Okay, this is Elementor. In South Africa these days, I would say over 50% of websites, WordPress websites, are using Elementor. Jetpack, yeah, well, even more than that. Everyone is on Jetpack. The one problem about the Jetpack, and this is maybe why, Tracy, your developer has not installed Jetpack on your website, even though he has installed so many other plugins, could be that Jetpack, unfortunately, slows websites down. So this could be a reason. I'm not saying it is, I'm only trying to guess here. Okay, and Zapier is very good as well. Okay, but again, you have to pay. Right. Okay, so we have done that, integrations and tools. We saw tools earlier on. We don't have to do anything. And the others are premium, so we're not even going to go there. But let's have a final look at import and export, bulk editor, optimize, and this we did already. So we don't have to do anything further. Now we are going to go and see this in operation. Okay, so Tracy, I am giving you homework. I am going to ask you to please create a blog post for our training next time and try to get a green bullet from Yoast. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Okay, so where are we here? Let's close this, we don't need. And that. We could have done this on Fit and Fun, but I'm going to do on WordPress training. Okay, so I try to create blog posts. I try to publish blog posts regularly. But unfortunately, I haven't done anything since this last post of mine, which took me 3 days to put it together. Can you believe it? 3 days. So I suppose work for 3 weeks, right? So let's go to posts. And this is a very important article. Ladies, when you have a bit of time, and particularly you, Tracy, who are using many plugins, I strongly recommend that you go through this. It is quite quick. So I can click on the featured image or on the title. You see, this is why I did it like this, because God willing, at the end of this year, I want to do 2024. Free WordPress plugins must have. Okay, so let's see what I did for Yoast, SEO Yoast. Guys, also have a photo on your grey photo. Otherwise, Identicon will appear like this. And having a photo, a good image, is worth 1,000 words. So, ladies, this is my blog post. Okay. And it's funny because I thought I had, no, it is not, no problem. Do it again. So this is it. And let me just copy the front end of this blog post. And on this tab, I am going to edit post. Let's edit post. So, ladies, in the front end, what do you see? You see that I have a featured photo, featured image. You can see that I have a title. You can see that these are categories. Okay, actually, I only have 2 categories. The others are tags. So plugins, WordPress are categories, but from CDN onwards, those are tags. So I have categories and I have tags. And what are these? These are headings. What are these? These are paragraphs. Okay. And what else? Is there anything of importance that I should draw your attention to? This is a video which has no influence on SEO, no influence whatsoever. These are related posts. You remember what I told you about? If a person liked this article, then the probabilities are that he or she is going to click, and I am going to keep that visitor for longer. Okay, this related is by WordPress. This is by the extra theme. Okay, which is fine. Now I have added this. Free WordPress plugins must have 2023. And let's have a look. Straight away, you can see there. Readability analysis, okay. If it was bad, I would get a red bullet. If it is okay, you get orange. If it is good, you get green. The most important for me of these 3 is the SEO analysis. I always try and have it green. I want to achieve a green bullet. The others, I would like to have green as well. But if I don't have green, I'm not particularly concerned. I would be concerned if I got red for readability. Okay, but let's see why I got a orange on this one and green on this one. Let's see. Let's see. So Tracy, this is the homework I am giving you so that you can create a blog post and hopefully get orange or green for readability, but make sure that you get a green bullet for SEO. So ladies, here it is. And this is the beauty of Yoast, that it tells you in great detail everything you are doing right and everything you're doing wrong if you're doing anything wrong. Focus key phrase, free WordPress plugins must have. Have you noticed I left the date out? Okay. So if I am going to post another blog post at the end of the year where I am going through all the plugins that one should have for WordPress, well, I will have to change this. So I probably will do something like this, 2024. Okay, now let's continue. Get related key phrases, don't worry about this. This is just on the premium version. What is this, ladies? What is this? This is the title of your blog post or page. That is the title. This is it. Free WordPress plugins must have. So you can choose what the words you want for your key phrase. Could be just WordPress plugins must have. You decide. Or could be everything. You decide. But you soon learn, okay, which words to pick up. Because whatever you pick up here is going to have a huge influence on whether you are going to get green for your SEO or not. So let's continue. This is the Google preview. Mobile result, it will show like this. The desktop result will display like this. Absolutely wonderful. Let's go back onto mobile. So this was published on the 6th of January. Free WordPress plugins must have. These are the free WordPress plugins must have in 2023. Okay. Backup your website is the first one. And then, of course, it doesn't allow more. Okay. As you see, there's a bit of repeat there on purpose. On purpose. Okay. Let's continue. SEO title normally is the title of your page or blog post. But you could have more. So I could have inserted other variables and then check what happens to this green bar here. So insert variable. Let's say that the person says, well, I want to have a separator. So let's take, I'm going to go for a separator. Okay, a separator in my particular case is a dash. And then let's insert another variable. And many people will say, well, I want the title of my site, not just the title of this particular blog post, but I need also, if I do that, this bar here is going to change from green to either orange or red. Let's try. Okay, went all the way to red. Why? It is too long. It is too long. You see that? It is that. This is the title of the blog post or page, which is this. Free WordPress plugins must have. Dash 2023. The separator is this dash here. And the site title, well, you know that my website is titled Web Training Johannesburg. It's too much. Okay. So I can reduce, I can remove any of these three, all three. If I remove all three, I'll get again red. So I would like to have the title of my article visible because it is so big, so large, just the title. If it was a short title of just 2 words, then I would have had a separator and a site title. And here I would have had a green bar. So let's remove that. It's already green, so I could leave as is, but I'm not going to because it looks ugly. Check. There's a dash there, and there's nothing afterwards. So let's just remove that dash. Gone. Looks so much better. Would you agree? Hey, Bridget, would you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Fantastic. So just the title. And I got, and ladies, you want to get as many of these green bars as possible. So the next one is your meta description. Free WordPress plugins must have. What have I done, ladies? I just copied. What I did was I went to my title. This is what I do every time. Just go to, if I decide that this is going to be my focus key phrase, then I copy. I copy it. This, then go down to SEO Yoast, and then I just paste here. I paste here. Because I have removed it, it went back to red. So I just paste and it's back on green. Okay, so after I paste there, I come down here and I paste here. But then if I take this out, this bar is going to go to red. So I need to add something. These are the free WordPress plugins. Where did I copy this from? These are the free WordPress plugins must have in 2023. And that was enough to give me the green bar over here. Isn't this so cool? So cool, huh? Okay, now ladies, you can see that I got a green dot by Yoast. But Yoast is so incredibly good, exceptionally good, that they give us even more information. Let's check it out. Click on the downward arrow. And here, problem areas 4, key phrase distribution. Have you evenly distributed your focus key phrase throughout the whole text? Yoast SEO Premium will tell you, but I am on the free version, so I can't access this. Internal links. No internal links appear in this page. Make sure to add some. So, ladies, what have I done on this page? We are all super, super busy. And in this particular case, because of the video as well, it took me 3 long days of hard work to publish or to create this particular article. 3 whole days, long hours, believe me, long hours. And once I got overall green here, SEO analysis good. Once I got that, once I got this, once I got this, I was on top of the world. And I decided, no, I am not going to do any more improvements. I got overall green bullet by Yoast. Okay, but if I wanted to go the extra mile, which actually it would be overwhelming, overkill, totally unnecessary, rather use my time with other more important and urgent things. So I could have come here, no internal links appear in this page. Make sure to add some. So, and to do that actually would not take me much time. I would just have to think of ways of relating this post to other blog posts I published in the past and just link to those blog posts. Okay, so I am going to give you a very good example and you'll never forget with this example. Let me go to again a fit and for now whilst the page is going. We are going to continue here. Key phrase in subheading. No. Here, key phrase density. The focus key phrase was found once. That's less than the recommended minimum of 3 times. Now, ladies, it could become a bit of a problem because my focus key phrase is not a single word. Actually, it entails 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for me to have these 5 words added into other paragraphs makes it a bit tricky. If it was just 1 or 2 words, you can very easily add them anywhere and it will flow. You know, your reading will flow nicely. It will continue nicely. But here, free WordPress plugins must have to add this 3 times. Could be tricky, not impossible, but could be tricky. So I didn't bother about this. But now let's have a look at good results. I have 12 things I did well. Okay, on that, let's just go to this, I don't know, messy fitness and diet practices. Let's read more. Okay. And let's see this. Outbound links. Good job. Image key phrase. Okay, now this is something which is very, very, very important, the image. And I'm going to show you having an alternative text is paramount. Okay, ladies, I was hoping to finish at 2:30. So we need about another 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and then we'll be done for day one. I hope that you can afford the additional 20 minutes or so. Yeah.
Tony, will we go over this again as a recap on the next time? Because this is all a lot of information.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is why I have all this on the video recording. We are not going to go into this detail because on day two, we have other things to learn. Okay. But as I check your homework, Tracy, because you are going to publish an article, and as I check your article, all this is going to come together. I am sure all that is going to come together. Okay, so ladies, let's just go to Lionel, okay, and check what I have done here. Here I have Cristiano Ronaldo's workout routine and diet plan. Continue scrolling down. I have Rafael Nadal, a diet plan and workout routine. Here I have Novak Djokovic, a diet and workout. So by clicking on any of these, the reader is directed to the blog post I created. So this is internal links. Okay, so in this particular case, I am not linking to outside. I am linking within my own website. Okay, this is what my class is, and this is a Google Ads. Google Ads. Okay, so let's, and we are almost done, ladies. We are almost done. We were checking on image key phrase. Okay, outbound links. Good job. Image key phrase. Okay, this is something that I still have to show you, and this is let's add a block. If you're interested in learning Gutenberg block edit, if you want to learn WordPress and then you can attend the WordPress training, which includes Gutenberg. So here I am going to click on image, and I could have uploaded, but let us select image from the media library. Okay, and all this is to tell you that when you upload an image, make sure that you have an alternative text. Okay, so let's have a look at this particular image. Interesting enough, I did not add alternative text only because this is training I am giving you today is only for people who attended the SEO training, and therefore I have, the page is password protected. This is not for the world. So I'm not interested in getting a green dot by Yoast because this is not a public page. But if this was a public page, then I would have copied the title and updated a little bit. So compressed is not important. It's only for my own notes. This is the size 758 by 611 is the dimensions, the dimensions of this particular. Okay, so this is all training SEO search engine optimization training course. This we don't need, page ranks. So this is how I would leave it, or I could also remove that hyphen in between. So let's just do this for your alt text. You don't need them. You don't need them. So let's just go back, training SEO. And in this case, okay, let me think. SEO needs hyphen there, but not here. Not here, and not here. This is a bit academic. It's neither here nor there. Okay, Okay, and then I would go ahead and click select. Okay, this is Seppo, and this is Peter, Kathy, etc. Let's just, we did a bit of adding a bit of security. Let me just click here. I just want to see what happens. Okay, you know, if it is the syllabus, or it is a training I'm giving you today, and then I'm not going to have an alternative. But always have this. Always have, if it is public, if you want search engines bots to crawl your pages and blog posts, never ever leave alternative text blank. What is the difference between alternative text and title? Title is normally the title of your blog post or page that you are going to change for each image at the end. So here would be, okay, at the end, you put a dash, and then you describe what that particular image is all about. Alt text, you know what, if you're looking for, what was the name, Training-SEO. So if I were to look, let me take this out, and there I type Training-SEO and enter. Actually, I should have removed SEO altogether. Now you are going to see all the images I have that start with training, which includes WordPress and Google Ads and WooCommerce and everything else, email marketing with MailChimp and everything else. You see, this is, okay, let's click on this one. This is my featured image for the homepage of my website. So I have the title of that particular page, which is Web Training Johannesburg, and the alternative text is the same, Web Training Johannesburg. If here I were to type training, or be more specific, Web Training Johannesburg, then this photo would appear. Why? Because here I am asking for the images that have a title, Web Training Johannesburg, or just training. Alt text is slightly different. The alternative text is very important from the point of view, from two main reasons. One is Googlebot cannot read title of the image title. They can only read what you have on your alternative text. This is number one. So if you want Googlebot to crawl your image, read it, and take it back, or in other words, and display it on search for people who are, in this case, typing Web Training Johannesburg or Web Training, etc., and you want your snippet to display with the image or without image, then you have to have the alternative text. There is one other reason. I lived near Chicago for 5 years, and I did a lot of traveling back and forth, you know, to South Africa. And at Chicago's O'Hare, I would see a group of Americans who would be traveling around the world, who would go on tours around the world. And they, just give me a second, they are blind people. So they were on tours around the world, but they are blind people. They all had machines with them, okay? And they would just follow what the machine was telling them. So go down the passage and you are going to hear a sound like and you turn left when you hear the sound. And these people just do like that. When they read, they also have a machine, okay? And if for whatever reason, the image does not display, there can be many reasons why the image will not display. But the alternative text will be Web Training Johannesburg. The machine will read Web Training Johannesburg. Isn't this interesting? Guys, isn't this super, super, super interesting? So all this long story is to say, never leave alternative text, this field, never leave it blank. So what happens when I go hiking at Klipperfiesberg and end up with between 20 and 30 photos? If I leave this blank, I'll be penalized by Yoast. But if I put the same alternative text for each of those 20 or 30 images, I am going to be equally penalized by Yoast. So if you have lots of images, what I have learned, and this I haven't read anywhere, but from trial and error, what I have learned is if I have lots of images, I make sure that 50% of my images have alternative text. All my images have the title. It goes without saying. You must have title on all your images. For alternative text, I have 50%. So if I have a total of 30 images, 15 of them will have alternative text. Okay, and caption and description normally is, so let's say I had an image where the three of us, I took a selfie of the three of us. So here, for this particular image, I could have had Bridget, Tracy, and Tony at SEO training course, or whatever the case was. So I would put there, and this will display, on the actual image. So, but whatever you put on your caption and description is not going to have any influence on your SEO. Okay, so I am going to close this, and this image, excuse me, I am going to remove if the zoom bar allows me, the zoom bars allow me, remove. Okay, and it's gone. And I could have updated, but actually I'm not going to update anything because everything here is there's no need to change anything. So let's just continue. We are almost finished. And so images, good job. I have to tell you that on if you don't have any images, it's going to tell you that you don't have images. Okay. Key phrase in introduction, well done. Key phrase in SEO title, the exact match of the focus key phrase appears at the beginning of the SEO title, good job. Key phrase length, good job. Key phrase in meta description, where is the meta description? This is the meta description. Where's the key phrase? Right here. Free WordPress plugins must have. Okay. Meta description length, well done. Previously used key phrase, you have not used this key phrase before. Very good. Well, next year to be dash 2024. Okay, so immediately I will not pick up any problems here. Key phrase in slug, more than half of your key phrase appears in the slug. What is the slug? It's not a bad word, not a bad word. So let's come here. And ladies, this is, and then I'll let you go. But first you have to leave a comment on how my training was. So this is the slug. The slug is the friendly ending of your URL, of the URL for this particular page. This is my domain URL, webtrainingjohannesburg.com. From here onwards, this is the slug. Okay, so as an example, I am going to change pages. I am going to go to contact us. What will the slug here be? It will be contact us. And you notice that the slug is always lowercasing. And if it is more than a single word, you'll have a hyphen in between the words. Let's check. Contact us. It will change to contact us. Contact dash us. Let's just wait a bit. Okay, and there it is, contact dash us. Where are we now? we are on the contact us page. If we change this to posts, if I click on posts, the slug is going to change to simply posts because it is a single word. I need to be lowercase. Let's try. See if that is the case. I have clicked on posts. Let's see what happens. There it is, posts. Easy, okay? That is the slug. All right, so key phrase in slug, more than half of your key phrase appears in the slug. That's great. Text length, the text contains 731 words. Good job. So ladies, I am going to give you a tip. Don't go much, have your posts to be between 400 and 700 words, okay? If you see that Yoast gives you perhaps a orange dot bullet and says you don't have enough words, then add another paragraph, okay? So I normally, I try to get at about 600 words. Yes, Google, actually, interesting enough, Google actually likes long blog posts up to 2,000 words. But if you do that, you'll get a red bullet straight away here. Okay, because, and Yoast is right, if you have 2,000 words, becomes so boring. Even if the article is well written, full, the content is vital and all that, who has the time to sit and read paragraph after paragraph after paragraph? Okay, SEO title width, good job. So SEO title width, this is my title, is already longish. I bet if I added another word here, I would get red here. Okay, so 4 to 5 words, not above 5 words. And this is it. This is it. Okay, Bridget, did you learn anything?
Yes, I learned a ton.
Quite
Quite a bit of information to take in, all in one day. But yes, I've learned quite a lot.
And this is
Thank
fantastic.
you.
I like that. And I'm writing this down so that I don't forget. I learned a ton because I am going to ask you to please leave exactly that that information on the description in a comment in a moment. And Tracy, did you learn anything?
I learned a lot. My head's itching from trying to remember all this information.
Okay, and this is the beauty of technology, ladies. This is why one uses Zoom and one is able to record all these things. And okay, so this is a training. Many thanks for attending. I'm going to ask you to please leave comments now, and I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you the links, and I'm going to show you how to do it. And once you leave a comment, I am going to, yeah.
Excuse me, Tony.
Yeah.
I just wanted to find out, would this be different for websites that are not done through WordPress? Are these like this, what you're teaching us now, can you apply it for other websites as well?
Okay, a lot of what you learned today, Bridget, you can learn, you can apply to any website regardless of how they were created. So the 3 best software or platforms to create websites, one is Drupal, the other one is Joomla, and the last one is WordPress. Now for Drupal and Joomla, you need to be a fundi on code. WordPress is the only one that allows anyone in any language of the world, Arabic, Afrikaans, Zulu, any language, to be able to create a full website on that particular language. Okay. Now there are other platforms such as Wix, which is quite popular, and Square, etc. So the principles you have learned about, you have to engage with your customer out there. And in order to do that, you should publish to your website regularly, as well as post to social media in such a way that they are linked back to your website, so that people from Facebook and Pinterest and Instagram will be able to click and come back to your website. So in this way, you are bringing, so all this is part of a good SEO. The only thing that would differ is, I'm not sure if Yoast, maybe Yoast is, I've never checked because I didn't have a need for that. I am not sure if Yoast has a plugin developed for Drupal and Joomla. I very much doubt that he developed anything for Wix, because Wix is entry level. Wix is, Wix is ideal for a lady who has, who is a florist, and every day she wants to take photos of those flowers and post to her website. So something, and she doesn't need much more than that. So it's entry level. It's very basic. It's very basic. But everything else we have talked about, yes, that is applicable to any blog, any website.
So before you close, so would they also have your Yoast SEO, and would they have the Jetpacks, these other websites as well?
No. And Jetpack was created by WordPress.com for WordPress. So Jetpack is not available on others. And if you want to find out, so I am going to put here Yoast and Joomla, Yoast Joomla plugin. Let's go there. Joomla Yoast integration using, wow, interesting. So it is possible on, now what about if we try Yoast, Joomla, let's go to Wix, because so many people like Wix, but then they all end up having my training because Wix is a bit of a straitjacket, you can't do much with them. Does Yoast SEO work on Wix? Yes, SEO works on Wix. You can use SEO to improve your website's ranking in search engine pages, which can drive, but it doesn't. Let's have a look. If you are using Wix to build your website, you might be wondering if Yoast will work with it. The answer is yes. Yoast SEO is a popular WordPress plugin that can help you optimize your website for search engines. While Wix is not a WordPress, you can still use Yoast SEO to help you improve your site's ranking. This is not a very clear-cut answer to me. My answer is yes, Yoast works for Wix, but here it says, while Wix is not a WordPress website, you can still use Yoast to help you improve your site's ranking on Wix or WordPress sites ranking. You'll have to do more reading. You'll have to do more reading on this one, Bridget, and just find out if you could use that. But do not be scared by all these parameters on Yoast, because actually this is what makes this is what is going to give you #1 page ranking on page #1, and not on page #2 or #3. Okay, let us continue. Is this, have I answered your question, Bridget?
Yes, I'm happy. Thank you.
Okay, so now, ladies, I am going to ask both of you, would you care to go to WordPress Training Johannesburg? I'll give you a link in a moment. Let me just get myself first. Yeah, and then Tracy, you said that you'd be available on Wednesday for day 2 of the training. Bridget, would you be available on Wednesday as well? At the same time?
Tony, I don't think I'll be available on Wednesday because actually I'm in the office. I'm trying to get my laptop fixed so that I don't have to come, you know, to the office to use the office computer. So maybe Friday would be better for me.
I see, a Friday would be better. Tracy, any possibility of a Friday? Because it would be too difficult for me to give just one training to one on Wednesday and another training to the other on Friday. Would you be available on a Friday?
My problem is I'm traveling to my holidays on Friday.
Lucky you, huh? Lucky,
Yeah.
lucky you.
So, excuse me,
I
Tony.
could-
So is it this Wednesday?
Yes,
Like
yes.
we skip Tuesday? Yeah. Because I don't think I would have my computer fixed. But if push comes to shove, then I'll have to make a plan.
Okay, great. And this would be of great help to me as well. Okay, ladies, I sent you the link to the page, SEO Search Engine Optimization Training course. Would you please click on that link? And this page is going to open. This page is going to open. Once the page opens, would you please scroll down slightly, not a lot, just slightly, to where it says review, description and reviews. Would you please click on reviews? And tell me once you have done that. Okay, Bridget, are you there?
Tony, it's taking a while to open on my phone because I'm trying to do it there. It hasn't opened yet.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
I'm experiencing the same thing.
interesting on mine. It opened. Let me try another tab. Meantime, this.